All right, so we are going to do our chapter 2 study guide now. The first one, the directions say write a comparison sentence. Number 1 is the equation 5 times 7 equals 35. So what do we put in the box, the first blank? Everybody.
5.
Okay, 5 times as many as
7
is
35.
Good, fill that in. 5, 7, 35. Okay, number 2, 54 equals 6 times 9
54 is 6 times as many as 9.
Good job. All right, so fill that in. 54, then 6, then 9. Okay, now we're going to write an equation. Now they give you a comparison sentence, and we have to turn it into an equation. It says 3 times as many as 7 is 21. So what do we write first?
3
Then
times 7 equals 21.
beautiful. Okay, and then it says 40 is 5 times as many as 8. So what do we write first?
40 equals 5 times 8.
Very nice, guys. Okay, so get that all filled in. Number 5 and 6, it says complete the pattern. So they've given you the basic fact. This is the basic fact. 3 times 8 is 24. If 3 times 8 is 24, 3 times 80 is
240.
240, because the only difference between 3 times 8 and 3 times 80 is they've added a 0 to the back. So we have to balance it on either side of the equation. We have to do the same thing. So 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 80 would be 24 with a 0 behind it, or 240. Next, if 3 times 8 is 24, 3 times 800 is
2,400.
2,400. Good. Okay. A 24 with 2 zeros added on, so 2,400. If 3 times 8 is 24, 3 times 8,000 equals 24,000, or 24 with 1, 2, 3 zeros after it. Okay, now we do 6 times 2 is 12, 6 times 20 is
120.
okay, 6 times 200 is
1,200.
okay, and 6 times 2,000?
12,000.
Okay, good. All right, so we'll fill those in. 120, 1,200, 12,000. Okay, so since our basic fact answer does not have a 0 in it, our zeros are going to be balanced on either side of the equal sign, just like a balance scale. So no zeros, 1 0, 1 0, 2 zeros, 2 zeros, 3 zeros, 3 zeros. Same over here. 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3. Okay. Next it says estimate the product. Because the directions don't tell you, then find the product, we don't have to do that. All we have to do is estimate. Ethan, remind me, what are the 2 steps to find an estimate? Round and multiply. Everybody repeat that. Round and multiply. Oh, I got a gesture for you. To find an estimate, we're going to round and multiply. It's kind of like tic-tac-toe. You use O's and X's, right? Round and multiply. So to find an estimate, we round and multiply. All right. So 8 times 957. We're going to round. We always round the bigger number. 5 times tells 9 to do what, Ella? Go up to a 10. And then we have to add on 2 zeros. The 5 and 7 turn into zeros because when we're rounding, our goal is to get zeros because those are easy to do, right? Then we have to multiply. So we rounded. Hey, you know what I just thought of? Something really cool. So when we round, we get zeros, right, at the end? Yeah. So we round to get a 0. And then we multiply. Oh, I am on fire today. Woo! Okay, it's the red pants. Ethan, what's yours?
We round for a 0 and multiply for an estimate.
That's, I love it. Okay, so we round for a 0, then we multiply for an estimate. Woo! It's the red pants. I'm on fire because of the red pants.
Or it's just because you're wearing a pirate shirt.
Or it's the pirate shirt that says stronger together.
Your top might be a little bit burnt.
You think what?
Your top might be a little bit burnt.
I know, it's a little crispy, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so 8 times 1,000, our basic fact, 8 times 1 is 8. And then we bring over 1, 2, 3 zeros.
8,000.
So the estimate is 8,000. Okay, so on your paper, make sure that you underline the 9, draw an arrow from the 5 to the 9 so you remember that we are, the 5 tells the 9 to go up to a 10, the 5 and the 7 become zeros, and then we do 8 times 1,000 gives us 8,000, and then we're going to write 8,000 again on the line because that's our estimate. Okay. Now the next one is 3 times 4,499. Okay, so we're going to round to get zeros. 4 tells the 4 to
Stay the same.
4, 9, and 9 become zeros. And then we multiply. 3 times 4 is
12,000.
3, 6, 9, 12. And then we bring over 1, 2, 3 zeros. So 12,000. Whoops.
I just figured out something. So the 12s is on the 12 sides, and the 10,000 are the 8s are on the 24 sides.
Oh, true.
Yep, that's right. And those are both, 8 is a factor of 24,
Miss
isn't it?
Peterson, I found something.
Miss Peterson, found something
Uh-huh.
out. You're not the only one on fire. Since I have an orange highlighter, when I highlight it looks like you're on fire.
Yep, it does. Okay, did you guys get that all copied down?
No,
Okay, finish quick. We're going to move on.
I found something.
Is this all the math that we're doing today?
The 3 zeros could turn into a 4 and a 9. Both, because if all 3 turned into a 4, a 9, and a 9, it would be equal.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so do your 3 times. Yes.
We should play a game called tic-tac-toe multiplication.
Ah, that's a good idea.
If you get a multiplication, if you get a multiplication fact right, you get to like draw an X or an O.
That's a really good
Or
idea.
bingo, or you can do
Well,
bingo.
we're gonna do a review game on Monday. So remind me, and we'll try to do something like that. That's a cool idea. Okay, next it says use the partial product method to find the product. Okay, so they want you to find the product, and product is the answer to a what kind of problem?
Multiplication problem.
Multiplication problem. So we're doing 4 times 345. Now we're not estimating, they want us to find the answer. So they have given us a box here. They've drawn a model for us. And it looks like this, and it's divided into 3 sections. Okay, so what do you think you're going to put on this side, Sophie?
The 300 Oh, the 4.
The 4, and then Sophie, what goes right there?
300.
Okay, and what goes right here?
40.
Uh-huh.
And then 5.
Nice job, Sophie. Give yourself a point. Okay, so 345 turns into 300 plus 40 plus 5. Now, Dakota, what do we multiply together to find what's in this box? 4 times 300. And then what about this box, Ella?
4 times 40.
Okay, good. And then this box, Cash?
4 times 5.
Very good. Okay, now we're going to do those using our basic facts. 4 times 3 is 12. And then we tack on the 2 zeros. Don't blurt out. Listen to my question first, okay? Put your knees down. Okay, so 1,200. 4 times 4 is 16 with a
0.
good. And then we have 4 times 5. 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So now we
Stack them in atoms.
very good. Stack them and add them. So 1,200, 160. So that means there's not going to be anything here. 160 and then 20. So there's not going to be anything until right here or right here, right? So now we add them. 0 plus 0 plus 0.
0.
0 plus 6 plus 2.
8.
2 plus 1.
3.
1 plus nothing.
1.
So 1,380. So now we've got to write that on our paper real quick. So we did 4 on the side, and then 340 and 5. And for this box, we did 4 times 300 equals 1,200. Then we did 4 times 40 and got 160. And then 4 times 5 and we got 20. Then we stack them and add them. So right here, 1,200, 160, then 20. I'm actually going to change the spot that I did that in so I have more room. I'm going to do it over here. 1,200, 160, and then 20. And then when we add those all up, we get 1,380. And then make sure you write that 1,380 on the line because that's where our answer is supposed to go. Okay, next problem. We're going to do that the same way as this one. It is 6 times 245. Did everybody get that copied down? Okay, I'll give you a second to finish. 6 times 245. We've got a model again. Okay, seeing what goes on the side here. Okay, and what goes across the top. Okay. Okay. Very good, darling. Okay, 6 times 200. 6 times 40, and 6 times 5. Okay. 6 times 2 is 12 with 2 zeros behind it. 6 times 4 is 24 with 1 zero behind it. 6 times 5 is 30. And we stack them and add them. So 1,200, 240, then 30. 1,470, that is your answer for number 10. Okay, so we did 6 times 245, 6 times 200, we got 1,200, so we can write 1,200 over here. 6 times 40 is 240. And 6 times 5 is 30. So, Ella, you have a question? No. Oh, that's Dakota. I just saw the corner of my eye, a hand over there. Dakota, you have a question or a comment?
Can I get a drink?
Yeah. Okay. 1,470. Okay.
I
Yeah.
just noticed something.
What?
6 times 200 is
On multiple questions, isn't it?
4 times 300 equals 1,200. 6 times 200 equals 1,200. 4 times 40 equals 160. 6 times 40 equals 160. No, 200.
No, 240, yep. Yeah, a lot of these numbers are like repeating on this, aren't they? All right. Here we go. Everybody get that copied down?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to move on. Just a minute, let's, okay. All right, so here's the mental math. This is why I don't want anybody to go anywhere right this second, because this was a challenge. And these are the only 2 problems on the test that are using mental math. So we're going to talk about this real quick. 8 times 20 times 5. Now remember, is there something wrong?
No, he just needs to calm down.
Oh, okay. There, Landon. I put it back up for a second. Okay, so we're on number 11 and it says 8 times 20 times 5. So we have to figure out which 2 numbers that we want to multiply together first that are going to make a beautiful, lovely number that's easy to multiply in our head. So Shelby, which 2 numbers do you think we should multiply together first? Huh?
8 times 20.
Nope. Ella, what do you think?
5 times
5 times 20. How come you think 5 times 20, Ella?
20. Because 5 times 2 is 10.
So 5 times 20 would be what?
100.
100. We love 100s, don't we? We love 100s because they're so easy to do in our head.
100 times 5 equals 100.
So watch. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the commutative property to change the places of 8 and 5. So we're going to do 5 times 20 times 8. Okay, we need to cut down on the talking. 5 times 20 is 100. And then 100 times 8 equals
800.
Okay. So, do you see how we turn that into something that we could do easily in our head by just getting together those 2 numbers? So here's what I want to see. See how it says use properties of numbers? So we're using the commutative property to flip-flop the places of the 8 and 5. That means we're doing 5 times 20 times 8. We're going to put parentheses around 5 times 20 because that's what we're doing first, which equals 100. And then we still have to multiply that 8 on there, and that equals 800. So the answer to 8 times 20 times 5 is 800. Now if we look at number 12, which 2 numbers do you think that we should get together and multiply, or that we should multiply together first? Jace, what do you think?
10 times 10.
10 times 10. How come 10
10
times
times
10?
10 equals 100.
There you go,
And
buddy.
8 times 100 equals
Okay.
800 again.
Uh-huh. So we're going to flip-flop the place of the 8 and 10. That way our first 2 numbers together are 10 times 10. So 10 times 10 times 8. We're going to put parentheses around 10 times 10. That equals 100 times 8. And our answer again is 800.
Wait, how is it? Because 10 times 10 equals 100 and then
There's a lot of different ways to get 800. There's a lot of different number combinations, so we've just used 2 of them.
Like
Yes.
100 times.
Make it super, super, super quick. No, we're just, guys, we've got like 5 problems left. Okay. All right. So did everybody get that copied down?
Yeah.
Okay, get it quick, quick, quick. All right. Then turn to the final page. Jace, you haven't written down everything that I've written. I want you to write down everything that I write.
He's done. Finished. He's done with it.
Who?
Oh, and that.
Oh, he was the one that said he needed more time? Well, Jace isn't. Okay. All right, so if we look at the back page, it says use any strategy to find the product. So we have 3 multiplication problems to do. Number 13 is 65 times 4. Number 14 is what?
456 times 5.
456 times 5. Thank you, Landon. And then number 15 is what?
1,324 times 3.
1,324 times 3? Okay, good deal. Okay. Because it says any strategy, and we've learned a few different strategies to use, I'm going to do multiple strategies and let you guys only have to write down the one that you would like that you prefer. Yes.
Can we use the same strategy in all of them?
Yes. Okay. So if you prefer to use models, then you can use, when the models that I write down, you'll copy those down. If you prefer to do regrouping, the quick, then you should copy that down. Okay, so 65 times 4. If you choose to do a model, this is what you would write down. Here's the model.
Can we write this?
If you want to do the model, you can write them all down if you would like, but you only have to write down the one that you plan to use on the test. On the test, there's going to be pick your own, or choose a strategy. Okay, so we turn 65 into 60 and 5, multiply 4 times 60 and 4 times 5, get 240 and 20, and then we stack those and add them, 240 and 20. If you prefer this method, then this is what you need to copy down, okay? The next method that you can choose from is the partial products. And what do we have to start with when we're doing the partial products? Little zeros. So we turn the 60 into, or the 6 into a 60, okay? And then we're going to go 4 times 60, then 4 times 5. So 4 times 60, then 4 times 5. We solve those using our basic facts and zeros, and then we stack them and add them. Okay. All right. So if you want to do the partial products method, you will copy everything that I wrote in blue. The final one is the regrouping method. If you choose that one, you're going to write down everything that I put on the TV. Okay, regrouping method. 4 times 5 is 20. If you think about 20, the 0 goes in the 1's place, the 2 goes in the 10's place, so we carry the 2, write down the 0. Whoops. Okay, 4 times 6 is 24, plus 2 more is 26. If you choose the regrouping, that's all you have to write on your paper. You guys understanding? Okay. 456 times 5. Okay, I need a better red. Here's a red. I hope this red works. Okay. So 456, our model's going to be a little bit. Okay, if you choose to do the expanded form, then, or with the model, excuse me, then you're going to write it in expanded form 450 and 6, multiply times 5, 5 times 400, 5 times 50, 5 times 6, 5 times 4 is 20 with 2 zeros behind it. 5 times 5 is 25 with 1 0, and 5 times 6 is 30. Then, of course, we have to stack them and add them. 2,000, 250, and then 30. If your favorite way to do these problems is with a model, this is what you need to write down on your paper. If you choose to do the partial products, write your 2 little zeros after the 4 and your 1 after the 5. 5 times 400, 5 times 50, 5 times 6. And your answers are going to be the same as these three. 2,000, 250, then 30. Okay? And then if you choose to do the regrouping method, the good old-fashioned what your parents learned in school, regrouping. Okay, 5 times 6 is 30. Carry that 3, put down the 0. 5 times 5 is 25. 26, 27, 28. Carry the 2, put down the 8. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 2 more is 22. So 2,280. Does anybody need me to leave number 13 on the whiteboard? Okay. The last one of these that you need to, or that we're going to do is number 15, which is 1324 times 3. Okay, so we need a model. We need a big model this time. Why?
Because it's in the thousands.
Because it's in the thousands, right? So it's got 4 sections.
No, sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4. So 1,000 at the top, then 300, then 20, then 4, and a 3 on the side. 3 times 1,000, 3,000. 3 times 300. What's 3 times 300?
900.
There you go, Ethan. 3 times 20.
3 times 4.
Okay. And then we stack those and add them. 3,960, and then 12 is 3,972. Okay, if you want to do the model, there's how you do it. That's what you need to copy. If you would prefer partial products, 3 little tiny zeros after the 1, 2 little tiny zeros after the 3, 1 little tiny zero after the 2.
And 4 is just a lonely fellow.
And the 4 is just a lonely pillow, no 0 to keep them company. Okay, 3 times 1,000, 3 times 300, 3 times 20, 3 times 4, 3,960, 12, add them together. Okay, and then my personal favorite, because I'm old school, is 3 times 4 is 12. Put down the 2, carry the 1, or 12 if you think about it. You carry the 1, the tens place, put down the 2. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7, nothing to carry because that's a single digit. 3 times 3 is 9, nothing to carry. And then 3 times 1 is 3, so 3,972. Okay. Anybody need me to leave any of this on the board?
3 times nothing. 3 times nothing is nothing. Oh, never mind. But 3
Okay.
times nothing is 3.
No, 3 plus nothing.
Oh, 3 plus nothing. Well, I thought you said that equals.
Maybe I did, but if I did, I didn't mean to. Okay, here we go. Dominic, so here's problem solving, the word problems. Dominic, you guys know Dominic?
Yes. My middle name. No, my foster name. He's Celine's brother. No, yeah.
Okay, let me tell you something cool. Do you want to know where this name came from? Dominic, Liam's older brother.
Yeah.
I wrote this test. I made this test when he was in my class.
Did you know there's another kid in the neighborhood? He's not a kid. He's my sister's friend named Dominic.
Really? There's
Yeah,
multiple.
just
Okay, here we go. Dominic has 5 books. He keeps his postcards in these like books, like scrapbooks kind of things. And so he's got 5 books, and each one of the books, Landon, has 12 postcards in it. Okay, then Sarah has 19
What's my mom's name?
Sarah has 6 books with 19 postcards in each. How many total postcards do they have in all? Okay. All right, so we have Dominic has 5 with 12 postcards in each, and Sarah has 6 with 19 postcards in each. Watch how we set these problems up. So first, we're going to write down Dominic's name because we're going to figure out how many postcards he has first. And then we're going to write down Sarah's name because we're going to figure out how many postcards Sarah has next. Then, after we figure out Dominic's total and Sarah's total, how would we figure out how many they had in all? Ella?
So 5 times 12 is get that, and then
No, after we get Dominic's total and Sarah's total,
you can add.
you would add them. Good, give yourself a point. Okay, so Dominic has 12 times 5, and Sarah has 19 times 6. Notice that even though it has the 5 first, then the 12, which number did I put on top?
12 because it's bigger.
Always put the bigger number on top. Okay, so we go 5 times 2 is 10. Carry that 1, put down the 0. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So Dominic has 60, and then 6 times 9 is 54. Carry the tens place, put down the ones place. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 5 is 11. So Sarah has 114, and like Ella said, now we've got to add those together. We're going to stack them up. 114 plus 60, so all together they have 174. Remember, we have to label this, and our label comes after the words what?
all together.
Ethan?
How many?
How many? So how many total postcards? We're just going to put postcards. Okay. So now we're going to add Dominic's Dominic's postcards with Sarah's postcards to figure out the total. So here's Sarah's and Dominic's, and together we get 174, and we need to label it. 174 what? 174 postcards. All right, so this is what you should write down. Dominic, make sure and write his name down. It's spelled out there for you, so you shouldn't misspell it. Has 60 postcards. Sarah has 19 times 6, which equals 114 postcards. Then we add those together, 114 plus 60, and that is 174 postcards. And then we're going to circle that or put a box around it because that's our answer.
Do you have
Okay.
to circle postcards?
You know
I
what,
would
Sarah?
Is my mom's name, but out the H.
Yep. I would like for you guys now to, I want you guys to try to do number 17 on your marker board. I want to see if you can do it. I'm going to read it to you. It says, Tana buys 3 packs of 36 neon markers and 2 packs of 24 metallic markers. How many markers does she have in all? So instead of Dominic and Sarah, what are our labels going to be this time? Raise your hand if you have to, if you want to say. So instead of Dominic and Sarah, what will our top What will we label the top parts? Waylon?
We'll just put Hannah because there's
No, it's not Hannah. Jace?
Hannah and Dominic.
No. Those are two different problems. Ethan?
Neon and metallic.
Neon and metallic. We're not talking about people now. We're Hannah's got all the markers. So first we're going to figure out neon, then we're going to figure out metallic, and then we have to figure out all together. So you're going to set it up the same way as Dominic and Sarah. All right, once you get the answer, raise your hand and I'll come check it.
So maybe it's in the source if there's.
Nope, I want you to do it right here. On your marker board.
Is it better to solve it?
You need to solve it just exactly like I just showed you how to solve it on the other problem. So this plus this definitely does not equal that. Looking good so far, Sophie. Looking good, Ethan. Nice job, Luna. So now you need to copy that. You're doing a good job, Colin. Keep it up. So copy that down on your paper. Looking good, girl. Looking good. You're supposed to be using your marker board, not your paper. Because if you get it wrong, then you're gonna have to erase. Looking good, Zing. Looking good. Okay, erase and go give, copy that on your paper and then go give it some dojo points. Oh, great job. Great job, Brinley. Looking awesome. This is you right. Oh. Looking good, Cash. Looking good. I'm proud of you guys. You guys are rocking it. Looking good, Julie. Awesome. So copy that down now. Give yourself a point, Dakota, and copy that. You got it, Brinley. Rock on. Yep. Yep.
Oh yeah, fun fact. I knew Liam and Dominic since I was 3.
Really?
Miss
That's
Peterson,
cool.
can I tell you a joke?
Not right this second. Okay. Nice job, Colin.
Should I copy it?
Yep, and you give yourself a point too. I'm impressed, guys. Nice job, Ella. Okay. Don't hear anything. Slow down, honey. You're getting in a rush. All right, nice job, Waylon, except you were supposed to do it on your what? So give yourself a point. Looking good, Julie, looking good. Finish it up, quick. Okay, we're not multiplying now, we're adding. But that's the answer to a multiplication problem.
Do you want me to add these two numbers up?
I want you to do what you're already doing. Yep. If that's what we did, that's what we did over here, right? Well, you put a times sign. This is supposed to be a plus sign.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need my multiplication table. Can I use your multiplication table? Because I don't know.
All right, nice job, Shelby.
Wait, almost it's in the. Do you want me to just wait?
You got it, girl. Nice job, Sonia.
Good job. Did I get it?
You got it, Cash. Nice. Nice job, Sophie. You guys, I'm super
Did
proud.
everyone get it right?
I think so.
So far.
Got it. Look, Miss Peterson.
Yep, you got it, Jay. Nice job, Julie. You got it. I'm so proud of you guys. So there's questions just like this on the test.
Why did I just erase
So neon, she has 36 times 3. And then metallic, 24 times 2.
Could you call somebody up there to do it?
No, I'm trying to hurry because my video. And I can't have kids coming up because of video. Have a seat, please. 3 times 6 is 18. Put down the 8, carry the 1. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. So she has 108 neon markers. And then 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. And then 48 metallic markers. When she adds those together, 8 plus 8 is 16. Put down the 6, carry the 1. 4 plus 0 plus 1 is 5. 156 markers.
Can I get myself a bigger point?
Yeah. But next time, take your time, okay?
Can I give myself a point? Because
Yep, if you got it right. Okay, so now neon was 36 times 3. Which was 108. And metallic